Hey, we're spending a few minutes today with Dr. Rick Redmond and also Morgan Ragsdale from Southern Smiles of Sylacauga. And everything is going well today. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. And, you know, we've been doing this now for several months as far as having you guys come in and talk about what's going on. And, of course, you started the IV sedation in January. And you know, people may not understand, but you're a full family dentistry here in Sylacauga.
We are. We see everybody from kids to 90-year-olds. So yeah. We do.
And till, I mean, you cross paths with a lot of people, and but really until probably within the last year, when you began to talk to other people in the industry and stuff like that, you didn't do a whole lot of marketing, but you're doing it now and it's working out.
Yes, the world has changed. There is no doubt about that, and we've been blessed with finding Dr. Casey, who was from this area, wanted to come back, so being able to grow the practice.
It's kind of a homey kind of thing. I was thinking about this morning, and you know, when you come into a dentist's office, you're already kind of tense, and you want that kind of atmosphere where you feel, hey, you know, I can trust these folks and everything's going to be all right.
That's right.
We work hard to get that feeling in the office. We have meetings every morning before we start to go over the schedule and make sure everybody's on the same page. And yeah, folks can go on our website and look at the reviews, because that's something that I always congratulate everybody when we get those type of reviews, because I said it's definitely a team effort. So yes.
Morgan, you're one of the first to touch base with a prospective patient,
yes,
and that's very important.
Yes, sir. I always try to, you know, just meet them with a good hometown feel. This is my hometown too. So of course I have to go to the dentist. I have to go to the doctor. So I always want to make sure that I greet people with the same, you know, type of hometown feel that I would want to be greeted with.
Yeah, and, you know, you shop here, you go to church here, and so you're going to see these people.
That's right. Yes.
And you're saying,
That's right.
Oh, we're going to do this right for sure.
Yes, I have, since I started practicing back in '93. I've always felt, I don't want to say that pressure, but yes, you know, like I said, you're going to see these people anytime you're out and about town. So.
Speaking of growth, the practice has really grown in the last few years too.
Yes, we have been blessed.
A lot of changes taking place, and therefore we come to this IV sedation. You started this, actually you started talking to me about it last year, but this has been something on your mind, but you just don't snap your finger and that's done as a process.
Oh my gosh, it is a process for sure. And Alabama, talking to dentists in a study group I'm in that are from other states, Alabama, for whatever reason, makes it more onerous than most states. So it has been a year-long process just about to get it done. But.
So Morgan, how do you start the process as far as a potential patient for the practice?
We have a few different ways. You can call our office and get set up that way. We have several ladies at the front desk that'll be happy to get your information and get you set up for an appointment. You can also go through our online portal at the southernsmilesofsylacauga.com. We have a link where you can create an appointment there as well.
Okay. Dr. Redmond, normally when you're getting some of these things done as far as mini implants and stuff like that, you're talking about a long period of time, but not necessarily any longer.
Correct. Both with IV sedation, I'll just mention I had somebody this week, they wanted it all done at once, and we had them in the chair close to 5 hours. But
so it was a major deal then.
They were out the whole time. But yes, with the implants that we use, the mini implants, most of the time Morgan can tell you that if a tooth needs to come out, we can place the implant and graft that same time.
So you do x-rays and stuff to kind of find out where things are?
Even more, like I said, times have changed. We actually have a CT machine. It's a smaller version of what they have in the hospital, but it just does the jaws. So you can, it's really, they haven't come out and said that's the standard of care, but if you're doing a lot of implants, it's the standard of care, because you just need to see in 3 dimensions where the bone is, where the nerves are, and it's been a game changer since I got that.
For people who may have a situation where they need extensive work done. Talk about, without naming names or anything, you said that that was a major situation for this person during the week. How major is major, or how major can it be?
Well, they weren't having any implants done, but they were very fearful, and of course had put off coming to the dentist for years, and so they wanted to just go through it one time. So I mean, we did root canals, fillings, crown, just all across the board.
That makes me break out into sweat. Just
See,
thinking
you're not
about it,
alone. That's why they wanted to be out.
Hey, we got the website we're going to throw up for you guys to kind of take a look at and kind of explain again how they can get to y'all.
Yes.
So yeah, you can definitely go online to the southernsmilesofsylacauga.com and request an appointment, or you can call our office at 256-245-3645.
All right, and we have talked previous times about the IV sedation, and you mentioned game changer a couple of times. This certainly is a game changer.
It is, and what we, and Morgan can back this up, what we have seen is, because I've stressed to patients, they're not going to come in cold turkey on that day. We're going to give them, most folks are going to get like a Valium to take the night before. They're going to get a different medication that does the same thing to take an hour before. And then when they come in, we're actually going to put them on the laughing gas too. So, one patient, she said, normally it just drives me crazy getting the IV started. She said, I knew you were doing it, but I didn't even mind because it didn't hurt because of all the medication and the gas that we had her on. So
Wow, yeah. It's amazing at how things have changed down through the years. We're talking with Dr. Rick Redmond here in Sylacauga at Southern Smiles of Sylacauga, and also Morgan Ragsdale. And when you think about getting dental work done, the first thing you think of a lot of times is, for us who are chickens, is the pain. But with these type of tools available, that eliminates most every bit of that.
It does. And we have found, Morgan can tell you, over these last 5-6 years, there's no telling how many, literally hundreds of hours of continuing education I've taken, learning new techniques and finding the best way to do these different things. But one of the things we learned is dosing the patients with some, it sounds crazy, ibuprofen, and using a little bit of steroid. I'll give them a steroid shot where they're already numb, and it is amazing the amount of discomfort, pain that folks don't have after doing implants.
Yeah. Morgan, do I need a driver when I come if I'm going to do anything like that, or what?
So if you go forward with IV sedation, we do make sure that you have a driver. All of this information is given to you prior to the appointment. We go over some different health history things and that sort of thing. We do offer some other types of sedation in the office, like nitrous gas, that you don't need a driver for, so it just really depends on the patient.
Okay, and we're right in the middle of sports season now with opening ceremonies, Little League Baseball, Cal Ripken's had theirs, and so we're right in the middle of sports season, and a lot of injuries can take place with sports.
Yes, gosh, the kids need to be careful, and I was bad, and I won't say never, but I rarely remember wearing a mouthpiece when I was growing up playing sports, and we will see broken and knocked out teeth from time to time.
Now, it's not nearly as serious as it was just even 5 years ago.
Yes.
And so children are coming under the umbrella of Southern Smiles of Sylacauga. Older individuals like myself come under the umbrella of Southern Smiles of Sylacauga. So we cover the entire gamut. And if you are, wherever you are in Alabama, I know you've had patients from Huntsville that saw us on television, but other parts of Alabama that maybe their town don't offer this.
That is true. Again, I keep saying we've been blessed, but yes, we've had patients from both ends of the state that have heard about us through your TV station.
All right, let's talk about the mini implants again. Some people may not be aware of that, but Morgan, how does this work?
Well, typically, we can bring the patient in. If they need an implant or a set of implants, we can take a good scan for them and make sure that they do have enough bone for the implants. That's all done with me, and then they meet the doctor, and we kind of create a treatment plan for the patient and go, see about going forward with the process.
All right, do normally people have the right bone structure to get this type of service done?
Typically, yes, sir. The beautiful part about the mini implants is we don't require quite as much bone as the traditionals once did. So that's a really nice thing that we can give people who have not been necessarily eligible for implants a new chance at implants.
Dr. Redmond, what's down the road next? You've had implants, mini implants. What's next?
Everything's heading digital, but I'm not sure what all that entails for dentistry.
That leaves me out when you're talking digital.
I'm struggling with it myself.
Oh, yeah, but you guys are open, what, Monday through Thursday or so?
Monday through Thursday we are.
Okay, and so when they call, do they ask for you or Morgan or what?
They can ask for me, or they can speak with any of our ladies up front. They're all trained to get them set up for an appointment, and if they do need to talk with me, the front ladies, they know how to kind of differentiate.
Yeah, and whether you're young or not so young, down through the years with as we get older, Dr. Redmond, structures change not only in our knees and legs and elbows,
Yes.
but in our mouth too.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I'm seeing that on
Oh
myself also.
yeah, you can say that,
Happening to me too.
Yeah.
For sure.
We laugh about this, but this can be a very serious matter, and we're not making light of it or anything like that. But many implants seem to be a phenomenon now that's catching on more and more and more, and where Dr. Redmond, people would smile and kind of hold their hand over their mouth. It don't have to be that way anymore.
That's right. Morgan, I know she was talking about that, but yes, we'll see patients that, have a denture but it won't stay in. They just don't have any bone, because after you lose your teeth, the bone slowly shrinks down. So if they've been lost for a long time, and that's one good thing about implants, besides it holding, where this snaps in and they don't have to worry about it falling out, but the bone stops shrinking if a root or an implant's in there to stimulate that bone.
Yeah, I'm sure, Morgan, a lot of people were going to ask very early in the information process of, well, does insurance cover this, or is it going to cost me a lot of money? But how do you price a smile?
That's right. It's hard to put a price on a smile. Typically when we talk about insurance with dentistry is, it's a different world out there for sure. But we always try to bring the patient in and specifically figure out what they need before we try to price anything.
We want people to see us and understand that we are a hometown dentist office, and
sure.
We want people to see that, because we're here every day just like they are.
Right. That is exactly right. Yes.
Finally, this morning, when we talk about not just mini implants, but general dental care, Morgan, how soon does a young person or child start seeing a dentist?
Well, even the dentist will tell you once they have teeth, it's a good idea to start taking care of them, start brushing them. And usually by, 2 or 3, we would try to get the child in.
Yes, and a lot of times I'll tell patients, look, when the mom's coming, it is fine to bring a 1 or 2 year old in there. We have TVs in all the rooms, so we can put on cartoons or any type of show just about for kids to watch. And most of them they're fine sitting in the mom's lap watching that while I keep saying mom because dads have done it too, get their teeth cleaned, and then we can take a look right quick, just a happy visit, we call it.
Talk about a little bit about dental hygiene and the importance of taking care of our teeth.
Yes, it is. It is, of course, very important. They keep doing, through research, finding out that it's tied more and more to overall health too. That if you're not taking care of your mouth, that inflammation and those bacteria will get in your bloodstream and cause cardiovascular disease, inflammation in the blood vessels. So it affects the whole body.
Yeah. Someone asked me the other day, they said, Dr. Redmond, does he deal in emergencies if you have an emergency? That's a pretty good question.
We do.
Absolutely, we do.
We do. We try hard. if anybody calls and they're in pain, we try very hard to get them in that day.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's when you need somebody the most.
That is a horrible pain to have,
Yes.
is a toothache pain.
Yes.
So let's get it before it gets to that point.
Amen.
And I want to remind you that you can make an appointment with Southern Smiles of Sylacauga. And
Yes.
Morgan, once again, put that information out there for them.
Yes, you can go online to our website at southernsmilesofsylacauga.com, or you can call our office at 256-245-3645.
All right, now we usually close our segment with you, Dr. Redmond, with a good news story of someone that you say, wow, that was good to see them be able to smile again.
Oh, we'll have to bring some before and after pictures when we come next time, because it's actually a patient from Mobile that she had 4 or 5 teeth left on the bottom. She had an upper denture that she was just not happy with. You know, she didn't have much bone to hold the denture in, but she had plenty, and we just finished her case this week, and she within the next couple months, she's agreed to do a video testimonial.
Oh,
She's
wow.
so pleased. So, but she got enough implants on the top we got a porcelain bridge up there, so that stays in place. It doesn't come in and out, and then an implant retained denture on the bottom, and it is held secure. That thing
Morgan,
is in there.
It doesn't have to be a full mouth of many implants. It could be 1 or 2.
That's right. We can place just a single tooth if you're missing one. We did one just the other day on somebody who was missing one right in the front, and we were able to restore her smile.
That's a bad place to have a
It
tooth
is.
missing, isn't it?
Yes, it broke off. And
Hey, thank y'all both for coming today.
Thank you for
and
having us.
we look forward to meeting with you again real soon. And Dr. Rick Redmond of Southern Smiles of Sylacauga and Morgan Ragsdale, who's a patient care coordinator. These guys are top notch. You call them next week for your dental needs. Thank you for watching Daybreak Live.